Nyla Rock Van Loo.
My name is Tava J. Campbell.
I was kind of shy. I was an only child and I was deeply attached to my parents.
Both my parents are from Jamaica and they are true to their homeland.
At home, I was precocious. I would run around, I would dress up, I would make stories up.
I don't remember exactly how old I was when I started Ifetayo, but I think I was around 7 or 8 years old. My mother really wanted me to be a part of something on the weekend, to be active in doing something outside of school.
My parents decided to send me to Ifetayo originally because they were looking for a dance program for me. I remember people being really warm and welcoming, almost excited to meet me, as if they knew that I was coming and couldn't wait to have me.
There was a lot of warmth. There was a lot of brother, sister, hugs. It wasn't sterile.
In many traditional African societies, rites of passage is something that has always existed. For people of the diaspora, it was something that was taken away from us when we landed on these shores. And the journey and movement through these stages in life is a very complicated one, right? Very difficult one, very emotional, spiritual journey. The Ifetayo Rites of Passage program is a program that seeks to help young boys and girls of African descent go through this journey of self, of identity. Who am I? Who's my community? Who's my family? Specifically as they're kind of moving from childhood into teenage into adult, to guide our children through this exploration of identity, exploration of self, leaning on traditional African values and spirituality.
So the unique part about the Rites of Passage program is that it's based in traditional African values, which means that as a culture, we are collectivist. We believe in mutual support of each other. We believe in honesty and authenticity. We believe in amplifying the voices of the unseen and the unheard.
All of that kind of came together to help me to have the space to be creative, to grow in my confidence in myself. Even today I experience and helps me to be more sure of myself. Ifetayo helped me to see myself as a Black man with worth, like I had something to bring to the table.
It's a way to create an educational space whereby everyone in that space is able to learn from everyone else in the space. And the reason being is that everyone could actually have the opportunity to look at everyone else. Everyone is allowed to say what is on their mind, to be respectful, to be honest, and it's all based on integrity and honesty.
Everyone who comes into Ifetayo is identified. You have just walked into a village and you're accepted and received and loved. And that's one of the things that Ifetayo's Rites of Passage does. It gives them the foundation for the who I am to go forth in their lives.
Ifetayo is a community where our children learn to say, I am an African. And with the power of that statement, being African is not a deficit. It's an asset. It is magnificent.
I have the confidence to do certain things that maybe some other people do not. I was given the space to fail, and I certainly did fail a couple of times. But it wasn't ever something where I was chastised for it or put down for it, and I was still given that freedom to create.
In fact, in order to graduate from Rites of Passage, you have to have established your own set of non-negotiable standards that you use that guide your life. I would say that the values that I learned at Ifetayo really grounded me and helped me to make wise decisions. So I was able to explore within myself, right, and ask questions. But we had a community of elders that we're there to support you.
You, as an individual, are part of a community, creates this interdependency, interresponsibility to each other. It helps to create a safe space, a communal space that a young person can explore ideas or conversations or emotions or feelings, that you are not alone. It is a comfort.
When I'm helping to support an organization in becoming anti-racist, in becoming anti-oppressive, I tap into the values of being collectivist, right? Of encouraging communities and organizations to acknowledge that every person that is operating within that system is valuable and important and must be there in order for the system to operate well.
But considering the impact that it had on my character, I can't imagine that it has not, kind of multiplied tenfold in the interactions that I have with other young men. I'm a teacher now, so the way that I interact with some of the younger Black males that I kind of teach, I think a lot of what Ifetayo taught me, I'm sure, is coming out through that relationship.
So what Ifetayo has consistently done is to create that sense of pride, that sense of joy in that Black child, to teach them to love their skin color, to love their, their hair, to love the way they speak, to love the fact that even though we were not valued, we can learn to value ourselves.
If there is no father at home, they can get some other elders in their life that can kind of give them that good example. And so there can be a lot of positive that comes of it with that child that goes through Ifetayo. So if I was speaking to a parent who was interested in bringing their child to Ifetayo, I would say go for it 100%.
Currently, I am in organizational development, and in my private practice, I provide family therapy.
I teach at a college of pharmacy. If Ifetayo had any influence on my career, it is probably the teaching aspect, the academia aspect.
I hope that a young person that has gone through the Rites of Passage program steps into adulthood realizing their potential and the power of their voice.